ESPN Radio 1080 The Team Orlando. We see you found our website, espnflorida.com. We're Tuck and O'Neill. We do the radio show weekday afternoons from 3 to 7. I'm Jerry O'Neill. That makes him Mike Tuck.
I think that's how it works.
Yeah.
I'd be Mike Tuck, you'd be Jerry O'Neill. And we're at Fuego Cigars down here in downtown Disney, at the Pleasure Island part of it. An incredible place to come hang out. If you like cigars, if you like drinking, full liquor bar here, Jerry, just a great place to come hang out.
It's an upscale place. They've got the indoor lounge, the outdoor patio, and a wide variety of cigars. The Cuban tradition at Fuego, your family. Family here, we talk about NBA basketball, the Orlando Magic family. You know, a lot of issues still to be decided in this summer of 2012.
Yeah, big decision coming up as far as who the general manager is going to be, and then that guy's going to have to make a huge decision on what to do with Dwight Howard. Now, I think we've talked about it's probably they already have an idea as far as what they're going to do with Dwight Howard, and the next guy is basically going to be hired to make that happen, whether it is to build a team around Dwight Howard or it's to find a team that is willing to pay the highest price to attain Dwight Howard via trade. That's a painful route to go, though, if you have to start over from scratch in a rebuilding phase.
Well, and it's not just that decision, because we said if you go back and look at the entire history of the Orlando Magic, I don't think there's ever been a year where you have this much decision-making necessary on not just one player, the key player to the franchise, Dwight Howard, but to in the Jameer Nelson story here in the opening days of June. You know, that's going to play itself out. You have to make a decision about J.J. Redick, you know, whether you bring him back in a non-guaranteed contract year. And then you also have to look at the reality that Ryan Anderson isn't a restricted free agent, but there could be a team out there that really likes what they see in him and, you know, want to overpay him with teams that could be well under the salary cap, where the Magic may think, you know, this is not in our plans to make that kind of commitment.
Yeah, you know, this is, unfortunately for Magic fans, this isn't like a Band-Aid where you can kind of just rip it and be done with it. You're forced to endure the rest of the playoffs and then the NBA draft, and then you might start get some resolution as far as what the team's going to do and the direction they're going to move in. But this is a hard time to work through, I guess, if you're a Magic fan. You just hope that they can find a way. I know that Dwight Howard has created a lot of angst and a lot of even people that don't like him anymore in this community. But if you look at the big picture, the big picture is without Dwight Howard here, who are you excited to see on this Magic team, and how many games do you expect to win if he's not here?
Mike, I've said all along is that the Magic brass has got them blinders on. I don't think they can be influenced because a public at this hour, I think there may even be a consensus of the extreme disappointment with Dwight Howard. And I don't think that can change until, you know, you get Dwight back and possibly committed. But if they can't make a deal that at least they feel they have made some progress, by that I'm saying if they're going to start over, start over. And you know, I think a public would understand the separation with Dwight Howard. They'll blame him and not the team. Now that's not going to sell tickets, but you know, the new general manager is going to have an awful lot to try to get accomplished in the opening weeks or month of his new regime.
I know this, unless I had a reputation that was impenetrable, I would not want to be the guy whose job it was to come in here and trade away the best center on the planet. That would not be something I'd want on my resume. And they might run into that problem when they're going to hire guys. If they're told, this guy has to be moved, we can't make it with him anymore, you might get someone that says, hey, that's not what I want to do. It's a challenge.
Right.
It'd be a challenge. And maybe if you were into being creative and being a general manager, maybe that's what you would be excited about. But that's the uphill way to go. You want to be the GM to bring in a superstar, not the one that trades one away.
The only thing we can say is stay in touch with us. We're on weekday afternoons from 3 to 7. It's a daily occurrence of Magic, NBA through these playoffs, the draft that's coming up. And of course, Mike, you know, we play our golf rounds as well the Monday after each of the majors. So if you play golf, grab yourself a cigar, Fuego by Sosa cigar. Come join us the Monday after any of the majors, okay? Again, Fuego by Sosa Cigars, upscale lounge. They've got the cigar lounge indoors, the outdoor patio. We're in the Pleasure Island area of downtown Disney. They've got the retail shop in downtown Disney as well. And at Fuego, we found it out. Your family,